You on the Goldie hour. Do you got a question for me?
Yes. Do you think modern women actually want a good man, or do they just want the benefits that come with a man?
What you ask Chat GPT is?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, sound like some Chat GPT ass shit.
Oh, God, so
I'm
I can't
I'm a answer it. So you said, do I think modern women?
do they actually want a good man, or do they just want the benefits that come with a man?
I mean, it would go so deep because you would have to ask, well, what is a good man? You got to define a good man.
A good man, like a man that is just loving and caring, or do they just want a man to just
I'm gonna tell you like this, right?
hey,
Women most women, it's very few born or made hoes, and they made because they was scarred or they was born because that's just how their mind work. We'll say maybe 3%, 4% of women are that, and they really just want the money. Most women want everything that they've seen and heard about. They want the wedding, they want the white picket fence, they want the kids, they want the love, they want the man that they in love with, they want the fairy tale, they want the Disney movie. But most of them can't get it. And because they can't get that, they say, well, if I'm gonna deal with this man that I don't even want that from, I at least have to get something. And so I'll take the money. So because they can't find a man that really loved them like that they want back, they'll just say, well, shit, well, if I'm gonna be with a man, I need some money. So they just take the money most of the time because they can't really find what they actually looking for.
hmm, very interesting.
Or do you not agree?
Yeah, I agree.
What's your top fragrances for a man?
I like the Creed.
Don't tell them my stuff. They gotta be in my group to get that.
I like Creed. I like the Dior, and I like the Louis Vuitton for men. It smells so good. Why do men say they want a feminine woman, but they can't handle her softness, her emotions, her when she's sensitive? They don't like all of that.
I don't know why you equate femininity with acting like a child. Just because you're a woman does not mean you shouldn't have emotional control or emotional regulation. A lot of women think that, oh, femininity means weak like a child. That's definitely not. And a lot of
I
women,
didn't say that.
that's what you're saying because you're
That's
implying
not
it
what I'm saying.
because you just said that I say that you are too sensitive. Ain't that what you just said? I
Yeah,
said?
because when you say stuff and it hurts my feelings, that's you saying that I'm too sensitive.
Because you are. Just because a woman can be feminine, that does not mean that she acts like a child and gets her feelings hurt when something is said. Those are two different things. I don't equate.
I don't understand when I act like a child though.
When somebody says something to you that hurts your feelings, a feminine woman is still a woman. A feminine child is still a child, and that is a child's behavior. When someone says something to you that you don't like and you get so sensitive about it that you shut down and you turn off, that is what a child does, an adolescent's mind, a teenager. That is not what a feminine woman does, because a woman still conducts herself like a woman and she doesn't shut down. She still has communication because she understands her feelings is just one part of the puzzle. She can have something be said that she doesn't like, but it doesn't hurt her so bad that she shuts down like a teenager and pouts and acts like, oh, I just don't, it's two different things. And I feel like a lot of people equate acting like a child as being feminine. Those are two different things.
Yeah, but some women don't act like that. They just don't like certain things. They express themselves, and men still don't like it. So what? So do men want a feminine woman or not? Or do they want to date men?
Uh,
Because it sounds like men want to date men.
no. Men want to
Yeah.
date grown women who act like grown women and don't
But
use the
men
and
men
don't
don't act
use
like
the
grown men.
excuse of, well, I'm a woman. You listen, I've dealt with many women in my life, and they've been very feminine and submissive, but they were still strong women who weren't sensitive. You get what I'm saying? So just because you're feminine, a woman, a female, does not mean that it's okay to act like a teenage girl when you get
What
upset.
made them feminine though? Tell me.
Their actions, their
Like what?
behavior, their submission, how they spoke to me. What items should a man have in his home that excites a woman?
A clean home. That excites a woman. If your house is clean, I get excited.
A,
And some liquor.
a stripper
And some
pole,
food.
some hookah, some liquor, some candles. You got to make sure it smell good. A balcony if you a player.
Do you think men today even deserve submission?
Do I
I
think
don't think so.
men? I think Do I think men today deserve submission? No, 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 because nothing is black and white. Every man don't deserve submission, you know, and every woman don't deserve a good man. You know, the man that deserves submission is the man who stand on that, who's requiring that, and who has certain characteristics to make the woman comfortable enough to submit. A woman got to trust the man she's submitting to because she's submitting herself under his leadership. So she has to trust him that he could lead. Got to trust he's not a liar. She got to trust in him in all ways in his character. So if he doesn't have solid character, then she shouldn't submit, because why would you submit yourself under somebody that you don't respect their leadership? You putting yourself in harm's way. So nah, I don't.
What's one truth about female nature that most men still don't understand?
Women are just like us, and women want to have sex just as much, if not more than us. And if you understood that, you would understand women a lot more, that they playing a role most of the time, because they're in a society that if they had to be who they really were, they'd be stoned. If a woman had to show who she was, she would be outcasted from society. So they have learned to play a role their entire life, and they a lot more like us than they would let you believe. And if you just realize that these bitches want to fuck just as much, if not more, than you do, then you would stop trying to chase it like it's so valuable and let it come to you. And she wouldn't be able to manipulate you for everything that you giving her for the pussy, because if you just held out, she'll show you she wanted just as much as you wanted if she like you.
True.
She said true. She said true.